Welcome to How AirDeck Uses AirDeck series. Today, you're going to hear from our sales leader, Frank Reed, on how he uses AirDeck to eliminate several internal meetings and how he uses AirDeck analytics to improve his content. Let's get started.
Hi, I'm Frank Reed, and I'm the Regional Vice President of Sales for AirDeck. To help me save time, the biggest thing is really just internally, we've decided, hey, we don't need to meet all the time, which is really cool. So we just do our stand-ups for sales. I send a stand-up at the end of the week for a company-wide meeting. And it's really nice because this big word, asynchronous, but the idea, I get to do it on my time, and then people get to receive it and ingest it in their time. And I think everybody kind of gets that better rather than like, oh, I got to be trudged to another Zoom meeting at a certain point in time. We just kind of figured this out actually because we were having a stand-up meeting and we realized that we were kind of wasting each other's time for at least 15 to 20, maybe even 30 minutes a day. So I would say on average, since we decided to do the stand-ups using AirDeck, probably save in total about 2 hours a week easily. It's pretty obvious how AirDeck would add clarity because I know for me, like when I take in a document, I read it and what I get is what I get, but it may not be what the people intended it to be. So with AirDeck, I know that if I'm going to give someone a document and I know there's a place that needs to be completely understood, I can kind of hone in on that, let the people know and say, hey, I know this is a lot. This looks like an eye chart. However, this is what you really need to pay attention to. And I need to know that you know this. So that really helps me out a lot. Because I'm in sales is really creating decks to show value. And I'm doing what people who would be in sales are going to do no matter what. Like I'm showing it for AirDeck, but I know that people are going to be able to use AirDeck and put their product in and tell everybody about what they're doing. And, the coolest thing for me is knowing full well that when somebody receives it, and then when they've opened it, I'm getting email notifications. I can see what people have looked at. And so it's incredibly valuable for me to be able to know that even things have been received and then to dive in and really say like, hey, they stopped here. Maybe they weren't interested, or maybe my content needs to be, vamped up or ramped up here. I don't know. But these are the great things that I get insight to all the time. The reactions I get is when people see it during a call. And that's what I love because I'll show it to somebody on a Zoom call and I get one of two things. I get the raised eyebrow, because somebody's like, wait a second, that's not what I expected. And then I get like the kind of furrowed brow, like they're thinking real hard about how they're going to use it. And I also get a lot of oohs and ahs. It's kind of cool. It's like, oh, okay, that's neat. How did you do that? And what else is there? So the questions start to come. So it goes from facial expressions to words pretty quickly, and the ideas start to flow real fast.
Thanks for viewing. To learn more and get started, visit airdeck.co.